So I think the first sign that I think something needs to change with my bow is if I feel like I can't really grab the string with the hair if I apply the usual weight. The first thing I try is just adding more rosin. Sometimes if there's not enough rosin on the bow, it'll feel like the bow is just sort of slipping across the surface of the string. If rosin seems like it fixes it, then that's the easiest thing to do. If you feel like you have to apply lots of rosin, more than you're used to doing, that might mean it's time to get the hair of your bow replaced. I personally do that at least 3 times a year. I play a lot, but it still inevitably wears out and needs to be replaced. Again, I would try rosin first because that's something that you're already doing. But if you notice that you're using lots of rosin and not really getting much of a response out of the instrument in the way that you're used to, then that's often a really good sign that you need a rehair, as it's called. I think one of the most common reasons I would need to replace a bow is if I felt like I wasn't able to get as many different kinds of sounds or control fast playing in the way that I wanted to, and felt like it was the bow and not the instrument that was holding me back from doing those things. That's certainly happened over the years, and at that point I've looked into different bows. One other time that it often makes sense to get a new bow is if you get a new instrument. Sometimes what was a good match between a bow and one instrument won't be the case with a different instrument. And many people will get a new bow after getting a new instrument for that exact reason. In a more worst case scenario, sometimes a bow will actually develop a crack, usually towards the tip, just from wear and tear. And at that point, you're running the risk of actually having the bow break while you're playing it, which is a scenario that nobody wants. I think it's incredibly hard to break a CodaBow. I've not personally tried, but I have accidentally hit my CodaBow on the side of a music stand pretty hard. I don't know that would have broken a wood bow, but I would have been very worried about it. One of CodaBow's best attributes, other than the types of sounds you can get, is just how durable, and I don't want to say indestructible, but just how durable the bows really are.